Yo, good morning, everybody. How are you? We are back for an action-packed morning of political intrigue and court backsasinations. It's a word I made up because this stuff sucks. Anyway, I was going to go through and just kind of do it by the seat of my pants or my lack of pants and then go back and do it again if I didn't like the outcome. But after looking through some of the stuff that we have to do for this, I have decided we're just going to do it with a walkthrough at the beginning. Because this is like a really long section, and frankly, I don't want to do it multiple times. So there's that. On that note, there are multiple outcomes to this section, and I am not really sure which one I want. Apparently, the outcome does not do too much. Like it doesn't like change the ending or anything, but the outcomes do change the slight spoilers for those that haven't been playing the game, but and this is kind of obvious if you think about it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Obviously the divine has been killed, so there needs to be a new one, and this story takes you down the journey of influencing that factor. So there are some major factor influences that occur based on what ending you pick. So the endings we can have are all the leaders publicly truce with each other. The current Empress and Briala, who someone will meet, rule together. Or we can have the usurper become the ruler, or we can have the usurper and Briala rule together. So it's a lot. Businessman, oh no, I was not subscribed because I forgot about my Prime sub. Can you refresh my memory on how that stuff works? I'm so forgetful. Businessman. First thing you have to do is find a shrunken monkey head. Then after dancing around it counterclockwise 4 times, you have to find the Sherpa on the top of the mountain, and only then will he give you the secret of how to properly activate the Prime sub when the moon is at its highest point during the night, and you have the 3 gecko heads that you require to activate Southern Reach of the Sherpa staff that you found when you met him on the mountain. So only then will the Prime sub activate, and can you support the channel. I thought you had to rotate it counterclockwise. See? That's what'll get you.
Just
That's what'll get you. So, now we're going to go back through here. Flamer says, hey, Cohh, thanks for the constant flow of good vibes in your channel and community. Makes the world a better place. Also, beep, beep for Cohh, for Rowan and Kai. Beep, beep. 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 Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Look what you've done.
Gaspar's wasting his time.
Beep, 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 beep.
You guys done? Can I keep playing?
Yeah. Sorry, you can keep
Okay.
playing.
Great. Awesome. All right. Okay, here we go. Ow. Ow. Oh, hey. Nope, not while we're chilling here. There is red wine everywhere. Mr. Plantita, hey, Cohh, after finally watching your Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough, I'm about to start my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous playthrough. Do you have any recommendations on class to play? Picking your class in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is kind of like having a job interview. It's lots of questions. It's like, how good are you at it? How much challenge do you want to give yourself? How familiar are you with the rule set? Do you want to be looking up guides, or do you just want to like have fun with it? What difficulty are you playing on? But the most important thing is, and this is by far the most important thing, what seems the coolest to you? Look through all the classes, and there's a good chance a few of them you're going to look at and be like, that sounds badass. Just pick those. Just pick one of those. I mean, it's the kind of thing where every class is going to be viable. Worst case, you'll just have to drop your difficulty, which is fine. That's totally fine. Who cares if you're not playing on the hardest difficulty? I didn't play Pathfinder on the hardest difficulty. So you're going to be spending a lot of time in Wrath of the Righteous. I spent almost 200 hours in my playthrough, 199 hours I spent in the game. And it is so much more important that you're enjoying your class and having fun in those 200 hours than doing something that's powerful or min-maxing or something like that. So, yeah. On the flip side, if you have fun playing something that is super powerful and very strong, in that case, I would recommend looking up a guide. Unless you're like a master of the Pathfinder rule set, I would very much consider looking up a guide and following a guide for your run. There's some very powerful realized build classes that you can pick that are very specific in what you have to pick for them to work properly. Like this trait at this level, so this trait unlocks at this level before this level, so you can get this trait at that level. Like there's a lot of specifics, and you need to get all of them. So if you want to do that, look up a guide. If you just want to have fun, just pick something that's fun. Every class is viable in some way. So yeah, good luck. Deathman451 with the 98 months says that's some months. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Caius84 says, no, Cohh, I like feeling weak and being useless. Well, to put it bluntly, if you play Pathfinder on a harder difficulty, you don't know anything about Pathfinder, and you're not looking up a guide, your character will probably end up weak and relatively useless. You know, if you pick a mage and then you spec it for melee, and you know, like you can definitely mess up characters in Pathfinder. But the thing is even on the lowest difficulty, that doesn't matter. On the lowest difficulty, you could throw cotton balls. You could master throwing cotton balls, and you would probably be able to beat the game. So, hey, if you're having fun throwing cotton balls, more power to you. That's what's important. Alpha2 says, I've heard you mention the war table is a stupid mechanic because of timers. What would be a good way of making that an actual good mechanic? Asking for a friend. The way that it could have been good is the problem with the war table is even a super long playthrough, if you do it quickly, will still leave you with tons of unfinished content because of the contrived arbitrary timers. So what they should have done, for instance, is made it so all single time war table operations were minutes. We're talking like 1 to 3 minutes or instant. And then the only timers that took time, the only timers that had like maybe a 2 to 3 hour timer, is the repeatables that get you resources. That's it. And even arguably those should maybe be like 2 to 5 minutes. But yeah, anything that's mission based, you shouldn't have to wait 8, 12, 16, 24 hours to do. That's just dumb. Like that's mobile game levels of stupidity. Except at least in mobile games, you can pay money to speed them up. You can't even do that in this game. So it's just like, why? What is the contrived purpose? Like, there's no point in doing that. So, yeah. It's just, it was a very kind of boneheaded mechanic. I think it's the kind of thing where maybe it was put in early because they had other plans for it, and then they just never got around for doing those plans or to do them. So they just left it how it was. Like there's really no point. There's no real sense in how it was made. Oh, okay. By the way, so I just thought of something. So I just was kind of thinking about it, and I realized
Where could
that
this key lead?
I bet the poor fool's never had a chance to use it.
Somewhere back in the ritual area, perhaps.
So one thing about the war table system with the timers is that if you send a specific agent out on a mission, then you can't use that agent for other missions. So you could think like, okay, maybe they wanted you to have to really choose who you send on missions. Well, in that case, still make them all instant, but whenever you use an agent, just lock them for a specific amount of completed missions. And then give play, like for instance, if you send someone out on a mission, they can't be used again for 2 missions or something like that. So that way you'd have to like plan out who you'd want to use when and in what order. So again, no timers involved, still has a similar effect, and in my opinion, still way more interesting. So, like, no matter what reason they made the timers for, there's a better way to do it. Is the short answer. Anything they wanted to get out of that system, they could have done in a different and better way, instead of huge timers. Whoa! What is this? Didn't use it, did we? Pretty good.
Why would Corypheus send his Red Templars out here?
Don't stand in the fire! Please! Stop running through the fire, please! Fire bad! I'm not even near it! Does this stuff never go bad? Like, does it never go off? Oh my god. Okay. Goes, am I resing it? Where's Cohh? Loot. Yay, loot. Move, please. Don't get hit! Don't walk through the fire. Don't walk through the fire! Okay. Oh, look, he's got Cohh. Oh, wait, there's a Templar up there. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh, what's going on there? Where's Cohh? Oh my Jesus. Okay. What the hell? What? Girl, what are you doing up there? Hot, bro, prot. No! Stop! Fly away! Thank you. Ooh. Awesome. Damn.
Is everyone all right?
I'm fine. But the first blast took a few hairs off my head.
Applause, please.
Yo, that fight was ridiculous. That fight was ridiculous. Great freaking googly moogly. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it. We got a lot done this evening. Killed our first dragon. Awesome. And tomorrow we're going to start the next main quest, I think, and go from there. So it should be a lot of fun. On that note, I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. As always, thank you so much for spending some of your life here. I'll see you fine folks tomorrow for more fun again.